Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I'm Luke Abdalvis. With me, as always, is Tommy Ball and Jared Waters. And today we're back with just us three. I know we spoiled you guys with a guest, and that was our first kind of random guest appearance. Like I said, we're going to try to stick to every other week, but we're not going to be 100% on it. Just putting that out there. But we're back with us three tonight. I should say it's late on Wednesday night, and we're here recording, fellas. How are we doing?
Good, man. All about the optics
awesome.
tonight.
Yeah.
All about the
Awesome.
optics. All about the optics. Now, fellas, you know what we do here? When
Yeah.
it's just us three, we get to our scouting report. The scouting report here
That's
at the
right.
Walk On Pod is something we like in the world of sports, something we don't like, something we're going to give a start, something we're going to give a sit in the world of sports. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, go ahead, man.
Just because this is fresh, literally like very fresh. I said it in the text thread, so you guys know what I'm about to start. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start the Netflix series that just dropped, The Court of Gold. I'm not done watching it. I'm on episode 4, but it's good stuff, man. It's good behind the scenes info, and it's not all just the U.S., which is good. Like you're getting a lot of France, a lot of Serbia. Just and for the listeners that don't know,
It's 10 episodes.
six
Oh,
episodes.
nice. Okay.
I was wondering if they were going to do 10. I feel like you couldn't fit.
I feel like
everything in
that. Well,
10.
that's why I was curious. Is like, are they going to try to rival
Last Dance and all that.
Last
Yeah,
Dance?
no, six episodes, 40-ish minutes, like not too long. It's good. But yeah, for the listeners that don't know, it's the documentary on the Olympic basketball tournament this summer, and it's funny, man. Like there's a lot of good stuff. Like I'm trying to avoid all the clips on Twitter because like Twitter just decides to post every cool thing that happened because people have no lives and they've already watched the whole thing. But I've seen some funny ones. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Anthony Edwards
Yeah, and Obama.
When he met
and
Obama.
Obama,
Okay, I saw that
was
one.
so
that
funny.
was incredible. He like first of all, he tells Obama that he's the truth. He says, "I'm the truth," whatever. And then Obama like motions LeBron over, and he's he essentially like get your boy, like he's over here just saying he's the truth, and Ant-Man immediately is like, hold on now, hold on, hey, stand down. I'm like, bro, he's 22 years old telling Barack Obama to stand down. Like this guy, he does not care. He is unapologetically
On,
himself,
on a
bro.
on a side note, quick answer. What do you guys feel? Do you see this narrative that's going on Twitter about like him not wanting to be the face of the league or that kind of stuff going on?
Yeah, I have been seeing. I think he just doesn't care.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that's
He's
just
like
Well, I
still
don't
kind of
get.
immature. It's like an immature, like kind of how the starting
yeah,
five like portrayed him as really immature.
No, but I
I don't think
like. I
that's
think it's
true,
just
but
him. I
like,
just don't think he
yeah,
cares. I think he just wants
yeah.
to hoop. But I also don't get why that was like the question for everyone at All Star Weekend. Like, why was everyone getting asked
Yeah,
that? I thought that was the
yeah, like
dumbest thing. Like,
yeah. Well, and okay,
it's
I
been
can
the
talk about
talk
this
for
after
like
Tommy
yeah, we can we
finishes.
can
I
we
have
can
something
we can
else I
discuss
want to
that.
dive into.
Let's dive
continue
into
on the
that.
doc. I haven't watched
Yeah,
the doc
yeah,
at all, so
yeah. I
I
haven't
don't have
touched
too
an
much
really
to say.
episode yet.
Yeah, that's really it.
I was going to on this plane that I just got off of, but I decided I was going to sleep instead. So that
Smart
won the
play.
battle.
Want to be
But
well rested for the pod.
Yeah.
for the
That's a
pod, I
smart
didn't want to
play.
be half
Yeah, yeah.
asleep,
It's
man.
good
The pod
sacrifice, man.
comes
That's good
first. You know what I'm saying?
sacrifice.
Exactly. I appreciate it.
It's entertaining stuff. I think you guys will enjoy it. Obviously, as basketball fans.
Is it better than the Dream Team one
Redeem
or
team.
the Redeem? No. Okay. First of all, there's two. The
No, I
Dream
know,
Team
but I
one
was
or
saying
the
that one
Redeem
also.
Team?
I mean, it's
Oh,
the same
oh, okay.
vibe. It's the same vibe. So like,
The Dream
Yeah.
Team one was different,
It was a
though.
30
Like
for
it was,
30.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a little different
the
setup.
same vibe as
Two
the Redeem
parts. Yeah.
Team one because they're both Netflix. This one's just got more content because it's 6 episodes, and
Nice.
you're getting the whole feel for the Olympics. Like it's showing them going to the other events. Like it's not
Yeah.
just basketball. Like
Cool.
yeah,
That's a good start. I like it.
yeah.
No, the clips I've seen, they look good. They look good,
Yeah.
but just haven't gotten
Yeah,
around
a
to
lot
it.
of
So
focus on KD on the clips. I don't know if that's intentional or if
Yeah, I
he's a
don't.
lot. The clips
Well, I
that
mean,
have been clipped.
I don't think some people wanted to do it. Like Bam, Steph, KD, those have like been the only guys with like confessionals right now. Like I don't
Mm,
think LeBron
mm.
did it. I don't think Book said yes. Like
yeah,
obviously they got clips of them talking, but there's none of them like sitting down. And Steve Kerr obviously he did it. But
I mean
like
it's bad for Braun does his own media thing, so he can't
exactly, and Book
he
Book
can't.
Book did his own thing with the camera and
Yeah,
all that. So
Don't even do it.
I actually
No,
read.
I'm not like lazy or nothing. I'm being serious. That's probably
No,
why he
I'm not
opted
even
out.
talking about
I
that.
actually
No,
saw
I
on
just
Twitter that Book didn't get a single one. Like there's like it's kind of like I almost wasn't there. I thought that was interesting
Yeah,
because
it's weird.
how good he was for him. But
how well he played. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, it's good. Guys should watch.
that's
Listeners should watch
I'll get
Cody.
around to it for sure.
yeah.
All right, what were we gonna
Uh,
talk about, Jared? I don't know if it was part of your start and sit, but we can talk
So
about whatever you want to talk about before you can get into yours.
I can get into my start. So I thought about going like, well, I asked you already, but like, because when this episode's gonna drop, this is probably gonna be dead content. But so I'm not gonna sit what I was initially gonna sit. I have a
I
different
mean, we could
start.
just sit All Star Weekend if we want to, because it's bogus, and then like,
Okay.
because I feel
So
like
my
yeah.
question, is
we don't
like,
have to do a long discourse. I do
yeah.
agree. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone's just kind of agreed how bogus it is, and then we moved
Well,
on. Like,
so I'm just gonna say my little piece, and
This
then I'm
weekend
just gonna
sucked.
move on. My little piece is that twofold. One, if and I want to make sure before I say anything dumb, uh, is there a reason why Ant was not getting as much heat as LeBron for like a late scratch? Like, I feel like I didn't
I
even
wasn't even paying
realize.
attention, to be
That's what I'm
honest.
Yeah,
saying is like
maybe it was because he didn't do a media thing.
LeBron caught a ton of heat, which rightfully so. That was like one of the worst, most like cringe, like narcissistic things you could possibly do. And then to do the picture in like street clothes,
That
like
pissed me
that's
off.
so terrible. Like that's
That
just
pissed me
makes the
off.
league look
It's so
so
funny.
bad. Like and like then there's all that discourse about how he was doing it on purpose as like a boycott for like being the person that everyone's blaming him for ruining it in the first place. So like I don't know how that didn't make any sense to me. But like I just think he wanted to make it about him. So like I'm not playing, I'm gonna wear my street clothes instead of just throwing the
Bro,
jersey on. Like
Giannis
that
didn't
picture
play,
looks
and
so
Giannis
bad,
was in
dude.
the full clothes.
Yeah. Like that picture looked terrible.
He
But
ruined it.
then but my other thing is like so I didn't realize till like a day or two ago that Anthony Edwards didn't play either because I watched none of that stuff because we were obviously in the gym. But like why I was confused at why Anthony Edwards wasn't getting as much heat for the late scratch.
I think it's because he didn't do a little media thing. Probably
Okay.
why. I mean,
Yeah, but it
I still
sucks for the
saw.
same reasons. Like,
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
like,
still saw
dude,
him catch
Norman
some
Powell
flash,
should
but he's
have
also
been
just
like,
not
bro,
LeBron.
come on.
Sabonis
Like
should have been All Star too.
Sabonis, like
there's people that deserved it if you're not gonna play.
yeah,
Like,
and my thing is like that makes me most annoyed about it is like, dude, you didn't just wake up that morning or wake up and decide like I'm not gonna play because it's hurting. Like,
it was
dog, you obviously was
preconceived.
predetermined. Like, just tell them, like you, however you want to release it, that's fine. But you could have literally told Adam Silver or whoever runs that stupid stuff, like, hey, I'm probably not gonna play. Boop boop boop. Hey Norman, like, can you get here in 2 days? Or
Yeah,
Sabonis, can you get here in two
Yeah,
days? Like,
exactly.
or Tyrese, can you get here in 2 days? Tyrese was in San Francisco doing a New Balance event.
yeah.
Like you literally could have told him. He flew in like
That's
this
bad
the
luck.
like
It's
like
bad
I
luck.
just like so like all this stuff and just the other thing I'll say like bro, I'm glad that Charles Barkley fired back on Draymond and all like and I don't understand what Draymond's beef with like the Rising Stars was like why was he just killing that point? Like I don't like
Yeah, he was killing it. I mean, I
yeah,
understand what he
like
was
okay,
saying
make a
though.
point about it, but like don't keep
Yeah,
bringing it up, dude.
but
Like
that's Draymond.
yeah.
Draymond's Draymond.
He's low key. Like, I know this is like a fake term or whatever, and whatever we want to call this in media and all that. But I feel like he's like clip farming. Like, he's just trying to get like
Yeah,
crazy takes out there so people talk about it. Like, and he's just like
probably.
trying to be obnoxious. Like the same
He was
thing.
beating a
Like
dead horse though. Jared's
Yeah,
right.
everyone
he's
was
literally
talking,
Skate
no, he was.
Bayless.
But
He's
everyone
Skate
was,
Bayless.
bro, literally, everyone was
Yeah.
talking about how he like guaranteed a championship,
Yeah,
and it's
I
like
get it.
he just says it so people talk about it, which like I get it, but
Yeah,
The
because
Rising
that was
Stars
gonna.
thing was dumb because it got to a point where it was like,
yo,
okay,
I saw a
get what
tweet.
you're saying. I get what you're saying, and you're
Yeah,
not wrong that like, they work to play on the Sunday night. Like I get that. But like now you're just hating on these kids. Like calm
Yeah,
down.
like
Just
bro,
or
well,
like
stop
bro.
killing the point. Like we
Yeah.
get it, okay.
I saw a tweet that said, "I know a way to make the All Star game more. So if you're gonna do more competitive, if you're gonna do this tournament style, which I think is bad, just don't do that. But if you
Yeah.
are, have the
Oh,
fourth team be the runner ups, like be the snubs, and
Yeah,
they'll
I
be
saw
playing
that. That's
hard.
nice.
Like that would actually be fire.
And they would be really good players.
Yeah.
I
So I
just
don't
think
know.
like
But
I
then
think
it's like you
all
might
that
as well just
stuff,
be an all star. Like,
dog, they gotta bring in the one-on-one tournament. They
no,
gotta
I'm
get rid of
against
the
that. I'm against the 1-on-1
no,
tournament.
I just put the money on the line. And then they got to get rid of the partner stuff. That's terrible. Chris Paul out there cheating and stuff. Like what?
That was fire.
That
That was
bad.
fire.
That was bad.
This
That was
is
so
terrible.
funny.
Bro,
Eh,
like
Like this, and then just at the end of the day, just do the world versus US. It's at that point.
No, World versus US would be fire.
Yeah.
I just think the only way to fix it is put way more money behind it, or find a way to make it mean something like in baseball, like the
So,
winner
yeah.
takes.
advantage.
I agree. Home court
I think
advantage.
home court
But then,
advantage
like-
would do it. East versus West, home court advantage would do it.
I
There's
think
just
that would be
the
fire.
problem is there's too many different players that that get. I feel like it's like too hard to do it that way.
I don't know.
Like,
We're
there's
not too far removed from competitive All-Star games. Like when they did the target score in 2020,
It was good.
it was
was
good.
literally
Like,
Well,
good.
are you just like, dude? You can't reinvent the wheel. That's my other thing. Is like you're trying to do all these things.
No, we're just
like, even
throwing
with
all
the-
these bogus things out there.
Yeah, like
just
even the
bro.
dunk contest, like when they try to do all those different
Nah.
things, like no, bro, like I still think like I mean my opinion is my opinion. Steph should have won, but like Mac was
1000%.
gonna win no matter what.
Dude, like, bro.
Steph's when they threw the layup, when the dude threw the layup through the basket, and then Steph came from underneath the rim and went
That was
between the
crazy.
legs behind him. Like, bro,
well,
what the
even
like?
his
Bro.
behind the back dunk going the
No,
other
but like,
way.
here's the thing. So I saw this tweet, and I'm
His
not trying to
2-foot
like.
bounce is crazy.
No, he's nuts. The thing about Mac is, there's a video of him practicing the car one in like a
I saw
warehouse
that.
gym,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, the Spurs would never let Steph try this and practice, like, because he's an actual NBA player. Which, like, I'm not trying to, because
No,
obviously,
that's true. That's
but
true.
it's true. Like
Like they
Mac
gave
is
him
on
a
a two-way,
Magic
like,
jersey.
which is
He
big
hasn't
time.
like, bro. He hasn't
hasn't
worn
suited
that
up.
jersey. Like,
Trev's
I
the
mean,
only
it's
one.
basically, bro, he's just a
it's
professional
fake.
dunker. He's
It's
Jordan
just fake.
Kilgannon, or what? You
Yeah,
know,
might as well just bring
literally
professional
just a
dunkers in.
professional dunker.
Like,
You
I
might
think
as
it's
well just
impressive
get
what he
more
does, but it's
professional
like,
dunkers.
yeah.
But it's an NBA All-Star dunk contest.
Yeah, but
That's-
if LeBron did it back in the day when he said he would, then the stars would still be doing it and all that. So like,
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. Is like, I
LeBron
mean,
ruined
again,
All-Star weekend forever.
I mean, in a lot of ways. I mean,
I mean,
after
he just made it cool for the stars not to do the
like
events.
he's too cool for
Bro,
school.
think
type
about
thing.
think about when Mike was doing the dunk contest.
And
You had
against
Clyde
Neek,
Drexler,
against
you had
Neek.
Dominique Wilkins. These are
What?
like these
First
are
team
top
All NBA
10.
players.
Like, what are we
First team
talking
All
about?
NBA
Like,
players. Like, what are we?
That
Yeah,
is crazy.
dog.
So I don't
Dr.
know.
J. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
come on.
My thing is like and this is the last thing I'll say because I don't want to go on too long. But it's like, bro, at some point, like the league, like whether it's Adam Silver, whether it's competitive, whoever, like the players, like someone has to put their foot down and be like, "Yo, this is how we're doing it," and either get in line or like we're just not gonna vote you to be on. Like,
Yeah,
take the
facts.
power away from the fans because that's stupid already.
No,
The fans should get one vote on each side. You should get one fan vote in. The players and the coaches and the GMs should get to choose who the other 11 players are. Like, stop doing all this. Like, you have to make it across the board. Like, these are the requirements. These are who's going to vote. Everyone get in line. And if you get voted, you're going to play.
Yeah.
Unless you tell us a week in advance. If you don't tell us a week in advance, we're fining you $500,000.
Yeah. And that goes into the pot.
Yeah.
Whoever wins.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like,
No,
make
I don't
like,
know.
bro,
It's gonna-
put your foot down. Like,
There's
LeBron
gotta
got
be-
what he wanted, dude. He got a week off. They get almost a week off. Like,
I mean, you
it
get a week
was
off
never.
regardless. Like, you
but
play
it
one
never
game,
was like-
dude. Like,
But it was never like that before. They literally got 3 days off. They were back playing Tuesday.
yeah.
So it's like now it's like, okay, you might have played Wednesday. Like, you play Wednesday and you don't have to play again until the next Thursday. That's a week.
Dude,
Like,
he ruined such a good picture. I'm so mad.
yeah.
All right, Jared. What do you have an
Hmm.
actual start and sit now?
Yeah, my start's on a way more positive note.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to make a flip. Is I'm gonna start, even though it's not gonna happen anymore. I'm gonna start Hubie Brown, man. Hubie Brown
Oh,
called his last game last week.
Yeah.
Great
It was
start.
it was amazing, and I saw like on NBA Game Time. Actually, I was rewatching some episodes last night. They did like a little montage of like from when he coached and when he was like when back in the day and his videos and listening to him talk. Like, even before all this stuff, like I've probably said on this pod, or if I haven't, I've said it out loud like many times. Like, he is the best like basketball analyst there is.
I've
And
never
I
heard a
don't.
bad thing about Hubie Brown.
No, like no one is gonna be able to explain the game better than him on TV to people that like don't watch basketball. So it's like, and he's just he's a lifer, dude. Like, and I listened to his interview afterwards, and he literally what he said was, I just want when people watch the game, I want them to go away with having learned something about the purity of the game. Like that's
He's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like so you gotta like it's
How
gonna be
old?
sad. Dude's like 94, 93. Like what a
Just
beast.
talking the game.
Gave
Just
his
talking the
life
Talking
game.
real
to the
game,
game.
dude.
He
Yeah, so
really,
shout out Hubie, man. Shout out freaking Hubie. He's yeah, anybody that played for him like spoke volumes of him
that's a
and
real
his
life
impact.
ambassador of
No,
basketball.
yeah, that dude has done more for the NBA and basketball than probably 99% of people.
Yeah,
No, that's a
So
good start.
shout
It's a
out
really
that
good
man.
start.
fantastic start.
We can start. I have a start as well. And it's gonna seem broad, but I'll break it down and get a little more specific. But I'm just gonna start college basketball on the surface right now. I think in general, it's a better product than the NBA basketball scene. And like the in conference matchups in college basketball are elite, like literally elite. On any given night, anyone can beat anyone. Like that's just the way it is. But let me break it down even more. I'm starting college basketball because Jared and I had the pleasure of going to Owen's D3 basketball game, which was a rivalry game this week, and it was fire. The gym was rocking. It
Yeah,
was
it was
standing
nice.
room around the top. Like it was an extremely dope environment, and it just kind of reminded me of like this is what college basketball is about. Like just the pride of wanting to beat your rival. Like that's down the street, and like the student sections were there. There was parents there. There
Going
was random
crazy.
people, alumni. It was so dope. It was so dope. And so like
Yeah.
I just had a lot of pride for like I got to experience this. Like I was a player. We got to play in big games where people were this prideful about the 10 guys on the court. Like it's just I just think it's kind of a lost art. And being in a spectator position, like this far removed from the game, only what 2 years. I just was like, this is pretty dope. And I don't want to like let, college basketball not get its flowers. So
Yeah.
I do think in general, like I said, big umbrella. I do think college basketball's product right now is better than NBA basketball, and it's kick. This is the time. I think we talked about like the viewage
Best
of
time of the year.
sports. This is the time. We're about to get
Yeah.
conference tournaments are about to start in a few weeks. Then it's March Madness. Like it's literally perfect. So yeah, that's my start. But yeah, the shout out to Pomona Pitzer CMS game. It was super fun. We
Yeah.
don't have to talk about the X's and O's, but
Oh dear God.
no,
bro.
no. I don't want to. We're not going to bash anybody right now. But it was
All right.
fire. The game was fun. And the homies pulled up. Shout out to like I said, Jared
Yeah.
was there. Shout out to
Yeah.
Mahaney. Carter pulled
Shout
up.
out to
It was fun.
Carter
PEDs,
pulled
man.
up?
PEDs was
Yeah,
up there.
Carter pulled up. He was
Wow.
he was just as livid as we were. I'll say
Yeah.
Jared, Carter, and I were very passionate fans. Like
Let's
the
just
people,
say, yeah, we were getting a lot of looks.
the people in front of us did not like it. There's this little girl. So there's this little girl sitting right in front of me.
Like
And
Sienna's age.
Owen like had an and one, and I stand up. I said, "Yeah, oh, and then like I waited for it to get quiet, and I was like, "They can't hold you, 14." And she like turned around. She was like she looked
Granted,
so
we
good.
were in the Pomona section too, like the family
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like
section.
they
So
were
it's like
they were all cheering
they-
for the same people,
yeah,
but she
but they
just
were
thought
not.
we
They
were
were just
crazy.
not used to that level of energy coming to the game.
No.
Yeah, we were like
absolutely.
barking at him, like Jared and I, some kid got
Oh
subbed in,
God,
and we were
yeah.
like, he wasn't on the scout. He wasn't on the scout.
That's
like
awesome.
really getting after it.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
is awesome.
dude, it was
Yeah.
just fun. It was fun.
Nah.
Like
Well, I think the
It-
other thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like it, like I said, being on that side of it, it makes you appreciate like when I was able to play in those
When
type
you're
of
in it.
games. Yeah.
I actually
I
had
think-
some fun games this weekend with some students. I was
Yeah, dude.
I was going back and forth with some student sections this weekend.
Dude, it's fun.
and I hadn't had that in a while, so that's
But
fun you started
but
that.
let it be known
Also-
here.
Fun.
Let it be known here before Jared, you make your point. Like we keep cutting you off here.
You're good.
You can check the box scores. Tommy had good games, so he can say something. I'll just say, don't be the kid that's on the court
Oh,
putting up
dude,
a
that
goose egg
22,
and-
bro.
Yo, stop,
22.
stop. Yeah,
No, I don't care. You put it out there. Come check up, bro.
Yo, look. Just don't be the dork that's out there loafing and not doing anything and clearly getting like exposed on like going at them on defense and then saying stuff to the students. Like, don't be that guy. Like, if you're gonna say something, at least back it up on the floor. Which, like I said, you check the box
Yeah.
scores. Tommy was, so he had
Yeah.
validation to do that.
I'll
Yeah,
just
we
say
had- we had-
before
we
you
had-
go,
we-
before you go, I'll just say, Jared, you guys will like this shout because this is funny. I'll just say, I play the defense. He gets the shot up. He airballs the three. I like switched out on him. He airballs three. Our guy gets the rebound. All we gotta do is make a free throw. Game over. We win. And I'm walking by the baseline, and I just hear, "Where are your garments?"
Oh,
I
jeez,
just
that's
go-
a
I
good
go-
one.
I go,
That's fire, actually.
I go, "Are you talking to me?" And
Yeah.
then it was just a little back and forth after that. But I'm like,
Were
you know
they?
what?
Is that a?
That was a good one. That was a
I
good
feel like
one.
that's a good Utah banter. Like it's
It
good
was a good
Utah
Utah
banter.
shout. It was a good Utah shout.
Yeah, I'm that. I think that's over my head.
It's
Garments?
like it's a Mormon thing. Just
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
all you gotta know. We don't have to
yeah.
get into
Yeah.
the
All
religious ins and
right,
outs.
yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say? Or I was gonna ask you if you have
Uh,
any fun student section stories while we're talking about it, because I think that's good content.
Oh no, you don't want that. I can't. That's psych.
Come on, you gotta have one. You gotta give us one. I'll give one if you give one.
Uh, no.
Okay.
Because
Well, anyways,
all of mine end up in a lot of cuss words.
Yeah, a
That's
lot
So,
of
fine.
extras.
but I will say, the one I will say is, I when we no, never mind. I can't say it. No.
anywho,
He's
Okay. Oh,
making
Tom, I have a question for you. Tom, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because I was so confused at this because this was definitely a technical foul on the home team when this happened when I played. Bro, can you yell the F word in the other school's name like very
oh, the
loudly?
student
And
section.
bro,
They
the
were saying F
CMS
Pomona.
they're like out
Yeah, it was
like
crazy.
loud, like
We were all
loud.
shocked. Like
I
the
mean,
first time we
can
said it, we're
the
all like, "Are they
And then
actually saying
like
that?"
and then
Like,
we asked some people that go to Pomona that were sitting by us, we're like, do they like are they allowed to do that? They're like, they do that every game. I'm like,
it's
what?
crazy.
yeah, I don't know.
Bro, that would have been a technical foul.
Yeah, it was.
Feels like it should be. Or at
Yeah,
least
Yeah,
it
I don't
like
could
know.
be.
Look, I'm
uh
not like I said, I'm not going to comment on the X's and O's. I'll comment on the refs. These refs were horrible. So
Hey,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
oh,
bad.
actually, while we're here, I had my first experience of a ref talking junk to the crowd.
that's
I'd never seen it
fire.
before.
That's
I never
Oh, I
fire.
seen it
like that.
before.
I like that
Bro,
actually.
I had
I
a.
throw the inbound pass, my guy gets fouled, and the crowd's chirping at the ref. He turned around, he said, "Yeah, keep
Oh,
talking, see what happens." And the player on the other team looks at him. I look at the ref. I'm like, I literally say it out loud. I go, I have never seen a ref talk to the crowd like that before.
yeah,
That
that's
was
funny.
crazy.
No, let's just say that two guys had career highs for CMS, so they won the game. But the guy that was
It
talking the
was.
most had 4 points.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Just quick student
but
section story because this is a
uh,
funny one. So like,
okay, yeah, give that. And then I have
we
an actual
know I
point.
don't like talk trash very much. Like that's not really my mo. So we're playing at Ponderosa. This is in high school. And anyone who's like from Sacramento area, Ponderosa's student section is they're just kind of like it's kind of
There might be some farm animals.
it's
in the
up the
student
road
section.
a little bit. You're gonna get a different
A
brand
lot of
student section.
overalls and
Yeah. So whatever. I have a big time game. I think I had like 26 or 25 something, and I hit a floater and got an and one with like 20 seconds to go, and that was when I made the free throws to put us up one. We go down and get a stop, and then Will gets a rebound, and we get to the end. They foul him, so he goes to the free throw line. As he's at the free throw line, the student section is like chirping at me, blah, blah, blah. So they all know me because it's all local schools. They all know me. They're saying my name. And there was a Lucas Soft chant going around in the area this year that started at Oak Ridge. Shout out to Tommy. And they were doing all that stuff. And so I was like, this is my house. Like, I run this, right? I said that. So whatever, game finishes up, all this. I go out to my car. There was like 15 of them around the Sequoia waiting for me. And I was like, yo, what? I was like, what's going on, fellas? Like, what's up? They said, you said to meet us in the parking lot. I was like, no, I definitely didn't say that. Like, I did
That's
not say
crazy.
that at all. So I think GB and Arjun were with me, and they were like, yo, y'all, like, skedaddle. Like, because if I was by myself, I don't know what really would have gone down. At least I had a couple of guys with me. And so we ended up, hashing it out, and it was fine. But yeah, they were circled around the Sequoia waiting for me. They were like, you said to wait for us in the parking lot. I said, no, I didn't say that at all. Like, never would say that, by the way.
Yeah, you ruined it.
It was a little scary. A little scary.
is.
But yeah, there you go.
My actual
So I don't
point.
talk trash.
Yeah, my actual point was that I think
game's
this is
fun.
based on what you're saying, Luke, and I was actually watching a little bit more college basketball today, and then the over the weekend. I think it's that is the one big benefit of these conferences kind of like condensing into these
Yeah.
huge super conferences is like, bro, you look at the Big 12 or you look at the SEC has like 6 teams in the top 15, and the Big
the tournament
12
is going to be comprised
bro,
of like 3 conferences and then all the auto bids. Like, that's
yeah,
all it's going to be.
like I was like they were showing the Big 12 standings today because what game was on?
Well, BYU just crushed
Just
Kansas
crushed
5-30.
Kansas by
Shout out to
40.
Nick Baines. It was Nick
Yeah.
Baines. Shout out to Nick Baines.
Ooh,
That's fire.
Was it?
Yeah, that's fire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they banged them. I was watching that. That was
Yeah,
bad.
Hunter Dickinson was
Good
like minus
scout win
40.
there.
A big scout win. Big scout win.
No, so
Yeah,
they're
Kansas had a rough Utah stretch.
dude, what was it?
They
So
lost
like
to the Utes.
BYU was like there's like three teams there's three teams in the Big 12 that are ranked in the top 15.
Yeah.
And then I think it was BYU or was it BYU? One of the teams is like super high in
Like
the
a bubble?
conference. No, they're super high in the conference, but they don't. No, it was Arizona. Arizona was like 19th, but they're like 11-2 in the conference.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're stacked. Like, you know what I mean? They've been winning all these games.
Kansas about to be unranked.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, well, it's like Kansas. So, like, after that Kansas BYU game, they had the same record in conference and overall. And Kansas, like,
Yeah.
top 5 team or whatever, and BYU's
Yeah.
unranked. So, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it's so close. It's so close.
I also think the other thing about it too is like the idea of NIL has made it more competitive too, because now like teams can like teams like Kansas used to dominate the Big 12, but now it's like, bro,
like,
I can
bro,
go
other
get
teams are
I
gonna-
can go get 200 from Texas Tech. Why am
If
I
my
gonna
own-
go to yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll just go to Texas
If my
Tech.
donors are willing to shell the money out, we can make a nice team. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And like we always talk about how there's pros and cons of the NIL and all that, and like
Yeah.
I tend to harp on the cons, but like
The competitive balance is there.
it's there. It's there.
Yeah,
It's
there.
in a really good spot right now.
Yeah. Well, and
Totally
I
good
really
stuff.
I like the idea. I'm sad about like the Pac-12 or Pac-10 is like nothing.
I mean, it's
but,
just
like,
gonna be the Mountain West Plus coming
yeah,
up.
but and
like,
even the ACC is pretty weak, but like
No,
it's nice to see the Big 12 and the SEC, because like those are like, I mean, the Big 10's always going to be what the Big 10 is, really
Yeah.
solid and consistent. And like as long as Izzo's coaching, like Michigan State just beats people, like just like
Big
they
East
did.
is also like
Spartans,
horrible.
baby.
So like the Big East is solid, but like I like that these schools, like I was talking to somebody about it because like a couple years ago, I like the SEC is like people are really passionate about sports in general, and now all that passion is being not shifted, but like some of it's getting poured into basketball. Like Auburn was packed tonight on a Wednesday night, like
Right.
it was like 10:30 over there at night,
Bro,
and
it's
it was
crazy.
hopping in there. It was going crazy. So it's cool to me to see like that those schools are
Oh,
embracing basketball and they're
Been a
not
lot
just
of
football
late
only.
games.
Yeah.
Like I was watching UCLA Minnesota last night at 10:45.
No, the West Coast games, dude.
Yeah.
Being 2 hours ahead, I can't even watch them, bro. It's
It's
unreal.
crazy.
It's
crazy.
unreal.
But that's a good start. I like it.
College
Yeah,
hoops
like I
is
said,
Shout out
Okay,
O too,
big.
man. O hoop.
O had a
man.
great
Shout-
game.
O.
Yeah,
Owen had
shout
a
out O,
fantastic
man.
game. Like I said, I didn't get to see the final box score, but 14's plus minus was looking fantastic. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. That's all I gotta say.
Before we
Yeah, go
before
for
we
it, my
move
bad.
on from college hoops, what do you guys think of Cooper Flag saying that he'd come back?
I told Jared that.
I don't think it's true.
You don't think so?
I think it's
don't
just
think so,
chatter.
dude.
There's no way. There's no
Probably
way you're gonna
is,
be the
but,
number
like-
one pick.
Like
no,
what if
there's
he
no
what
way.
if he's the
There's
what if he's the
no
change?
way.
What if he's the guy that does that though?
No, it wouldn't make it makes zero sense.
It makes zero sense because he's not going to be the number one pick next year. Like
Yeah,
he'll be the
AJ
number one
will.
pick this year, and next year he won't be. So it's like might as well go be the number one pick.
And like no matter how much NIL they throw, that's nowhere near the money he's gonna make.
Well, he's already signed with New Balance too, so it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I,
don't-
just
yeah,
thought it was
I don't-
kind of like, whoa, shoot.
No, it
just
is
think, I
interesting.
just think that's probably might have been clipped, like where someone was like, "Hey, like floated it out there."
and then it blew up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like it's probably media training too, where he probably said like it was probably along the lines of I'm not worried about what's next. Like I'm in the moment now, trying to win a championship.
Yeah.
Of
And, like,
course I
I'm
would.
sure.
Of course I would love to stay at Duke for 4 years. He probably
Yeah.
said some shit like that, and people
Yeah.
just strewed it because like that just like it literally doesn't make any sense for him to go back, no matter
it
what.
doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I forgot that happened. Yeah, now we are going to get into our walk with me segment, and it is me this year. So the walk with me this week. Walk with me is kind of us trying to get back to our roots, being honest about our own journeys and our own stories, and something that's relevant for us at the moment, whether it's a quote, whether it's a story, an anecdote, whatever it is, to just kind of talk about it and be honest and vulnerable. So I don't have a quote this week. I could have gone and got some random quote about relationships and family and friendships and all this, but I just wanted to kind of tell, my week story this week and just be honest about it all. So it was All-Star break for us. G League gets All-Star break as well. and I took the time. Luckily, we played in Southern California right before it started, and as I said before, Owen had his senior night, which I was unable to go to, but he had a big time rivalry game that Saturday that all of us pulled up to. So we kind of treated that as a senior night. I was able to go to that. Got to see Jared. Got to see Cam, or as you guys know, Cam. The listeners know, one of my closest friends. He's been on here a few times. He just left to Slovakia. Got to see Carter. Got to see the family. Got to see my girlfriend. And I just wanted to tell this because I think in college sports, whether you're chasing college sports, pro sports, whatever it is, whether you're chasing a job, I just wanted to stress the importance of maintaining your relationships with your family, with your brothers, with your homies, with your girlfriend, with your significant other, whatever it is, because the like mental refresh that I was able to get this last 5, 6 days was incomparable to anything else. Like I could have gotten any type of treatment, any type of whatever, but just taking the time to hang out and be around the people that I came up with and that I love and I know support me more than anything has completely refreshed my mind and my mental. And like I'm not that I wasn't ready to attack the day before, but you know, you get into the middle of the season and it starts getting bogged down and it starts getting a little monotonous and it's tough to wake up some days and you know do your job, whatever it is. And you know, I was very appreciative of this last week, and you know, I just wanted to. My walk with me is to remember to prioritize your relationships, whether, like I said, your family, your homies, your significant other, whatever it is. Always find a time and a place to prioritize those because that's going to get you through the hard times more than anything else in the game. So that's my walk with me this week. I don't know if you guys want to speak on that.
Boom. I think it's well said. You can get like it can get lonely, like especially for you. Like
Yeah.
you got a long season. I haven't experienced a basketball season as long as you have now, that you've got a year under your belt in the G in this year. But we've talked about it on here. The dog days of the basketball season is it's wicked stuff.
It's
So
among us. Yeah.
harping on what you just harped on is fantastic. No
And I
complaint.
think in like the bad side of it is, and I've talked about this before, if you don't take the time to maintain all those relationships and stuff, I think years from now you're gonna regret it. Like if I were to
Yeah.
look back and say like I didn't maintain a friendship with someone or like with staying close to my family or like me and Kalen fell through in some way, like knock on wood, I hope that never happens. But like because of basketball, I would resent the game for that. You know what I mean? And so like I think there's the balance and I don't know. I think stressing the importance of relationships in whatever capacity like means a lot to me. And so that's why I brought it here this week.
I think the other thing too is like just to speak on it, like obviously I have a fair amount of years on you guys, is that the game also like I think it brings, because this is my experience, it brings people into your life unexpectedly that years down the road you couldn't imagine like going through any of that stuff without them.
Mm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you guys are starting to get some of that as you guys are getting older, but like I can like speak to the same point. Like a couple weeks ago, I did a trip for the first time, experienced it with like my best friend who I met my freshman year of college, and it's like the reach, like not that I needed to recharge, but like just the amount of energy and positivity and things that like just from getting that time to like hang out and do stuff that you love doing, like yeah, it's a complete game changer. And I think I would have never expected 18 years ago when we first met that's what would like make me feel content.
Yeah.
It was that, like something as simple that came from something unexpected. So I think that's the hardest thing to notice. And you talked about with college basketball too, Luke, is you don't really, it's so hard to appreciate it in the moment when you're young and when you're have all these goals and you're trying to like do these things with basketball. But like there's so many things that basketball can give you that you take for granted, or you could take for granted if you don't do what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because like like most of the people you're talking about, including myself, like we met because of basketball. Like
Right.
like who would have known that many years ago, right? 14, 15 years ago, like that we would be doing this podcast right now.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Or like that, you getting to get in the gym with Cam at LMU. Like, who would have thought that that was going to be something that happened even 8 years ago or
No,
10 years
literally.
ago? You know, like stuff like that. It's just, it's unexpected. So I think that's the hard part is when you're in it, it's hard, but those little moments of break allow you to take a step back
Yep.
because it's easy to get caught in the rat race. That's what happens to me. I mean, to be honest, like if we're being honest, like I run tons of workouts every week, and it's easy to just like get into that cycle and get into that mode where it's like you're just doing the same thing every day, and getting a little break or a little intermission on that helps you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
So
No. Well, I think that's the truth. Like we're talking basketball specifically. Like I think that's the truth with whatever job you work. Like
yeah,
just allows you to, like you said, take a step back and appreciate it all. So yeah. And then sidebar. Look, anyone who needs an active recovery day, away from the game or whatever. Kayla and I did Disneyland yesterday, and we put out a 26,000 step day in the park. So I'm just saying,
Wow.
like, if anyone wants to test our numbers, like, you can really go and get a good
26K
active,
is
bro.
crazy.
It was
can we
nuts.
can we get a quick review before we move to starting five?
Quick review. Okay, yeah, no, I actually really like this. So we didn't do the park hopper, which we only
You
had one
only
day
did
there.
You only did
Only did
Disneyland, right?
only did Disney. We only
Yeah.
did one day. It was the Tuesday after President's Day, so like we were a little worried about the crowds were gonna look like. It was definitely pretty crowded. Kayla and I feel like dominated it. So we did do the extra like 35 or whatever it was for the fast passes. So like I didn't know
Good.
that that's a thing now that you have to pay for just the
Which is
ability to get the
disgusting.
lightning pass.
Disgusting.
Whatever. We did it. Very much worth it. Very much worth it. So I would say Disneyland itself, I think if you're like going for like the rides and stuff, like obviously you're gonna want to do the park hopper because I think the better like rides itself are in California Adventure.
But you have to pay extra for the rides now,
You
you
got to
said,
pay
right?
extra. That's so I've
On
heard from
top of the
multiple
fast
sources.
pass.
Yeah, you have to if you get a park hopper, you're still like if you want to do the
Man,
Incredicoaster or
I
California
haven't been in
Streaming,
so
whatever it's
long.
called, bro, it's
I don't
it's
think
so
I've been in
much.
10 years.
It's so changed now. The only thing I feel like I really miss out on not doing California Adventure is Cars Land. I think that's the coolest thing. Like that's
Yeah.
so sick that they did that. Like you have the whole Radiator Springs set up. But Disneyland. So I think as I've gotten older, I have a much better appreciation for like the attractions of the ride. Like I remember doing Disney grad night and going on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And like
Yeah.
obviously you always think that's cool, but like I'm sitting there yesterday, like this is insane the way they put this together. Like it is nuts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so I thought that was super cool. And then we know like I'm not a Star Wars person. Like I watched the movies. I haven't seen all the new trilogy, but like I grew up and I watched the movies maybe once or twice. And like I never was like a Star Wars fan or anything. The new Rise of the Resistance ride that they put in. So first off, the new little Star Wars land they made, whatever it's called, like Edge of the
It's like
Galaxy.
Cars Land. It's like Cars Land, right?
It's sick. Like
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not a Star Wars guy. I thought it was sick, but the new Rise of the Resistance ride was the ride of the day. And like again, I haven't seen any of the new trilogy. I think I've only seen like the first half of the Force Awakens. So like I don't know the context of it all. It was
Yeah.
the coolest ride there. It was the coolest ride there. I don't want to spoil anything because it's like a whole experience, but it was fire. So like yeah, that surprised me big time and I thought it was dope. But yeah, it was a great day. Like I said, 26,000 steps. I felt like we killed it. Obviously
Yeah.
the snacks at Disneyland
Domination.
are fire. So like,
Yeah. How much money did you spend on a funnel cake?
I didn't do a funnel cake, man. I didn't do the funnel cake joint. We did
Turkey leg, bacon wrap turkey leg. Got it.
that's cholesterol right there. No, we did the Dole Whip for sure. We got a couple like Rice Krispie things. We were gonna do a churro once, but then the line was crazy. Didn't do the churro that time. But like
Do
the
they still
churros,
have
like,
McDonald's fries there?
no, the fries were different for sure. I don't remember. We
They
didn't
used to
really.
just serve McDonald's fries there.
But yeah, then we did the downtown Disney for dinner. Got like a nice Mexican restaurant. Went
Ooh,
back into the park. You know
what
what I'm
about
saying? Like
Rainforest Cafe? I love
it's not there
Rainforest
anymore.
Cafe. What?
Rainforest Cafe not there anymore, and ESPN Zone not
What?
there anymore.
What?
It's so sick. It's
Rainforest
so
Cafe
sick.
gone?
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Why'd
But
you
yeah,
say it's sick then? What's sick about it? If those are
no,
gone.
like it's sick. Like it's bad. Like,
Oh,
it's
it's
sick.
disgusting.
Sick
Oh,
in
It's
the
yeah.
ill. Yeah.
What about the Cauldron, the chocolate store?
I don't think that's there either. There was like a different candy
God,
store. I don't know. We didn't see
holy
the
crap.
Cauldron though. But yeah, it's a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Yeah, Splash Mountain's not Splash Mountain anymore. It's like
Right, it's
Tiana
a
something.
yeah,
something.
yeah.
We didn't do that. I
Princess
didn't
and
want
the
to get
Frog.
wet. Which I heard
Yeah.
is sick, but I'm not. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, wait, if you again, last thing on Disneyland because I know people probably don't want to listen to it. If you do it, do the goofy rides, like do the kids rides and stuff too, because like
Peter
they're still
Pan and
fun.
stuff.
Peter
Yeah.
Pan, Mr.
Yeah.
Frog's
Spin in
Little
the
Adventure. We
teacups.
did the Roger Rabbit. Like those are still sick. Like they're dope. Like still do those ones. So like yeah,
How far were your legs hanging out off of Peter Pan and
Dude,
Pinocchio?
they were fine on the little rides. The Matterhorn, I couldn't fit. Like,
Oh
I was
yeah,
in-
dude.
Ah,
No,
the little
that's just
bobsled,
they'll never change
couldn't
that.
fit.
I can't believe they'll
Bro,
never change that.
I couldn't fit. I couldn't fit.
No.
And it was probably that's like the best probably like roller coaster that and Space Mountain for sure. I couldn't fit. Like I was
What was
like
the what was the wait? This is my last question. What was the wait time like on Space Mountain?
I mean, we waited once for 40 minutes, and then after that, it was always over an hour. We didn't do it. We didn't fast pass it. We did it like early. We did the Buzz Lightyear. Shout out to Buzz Lightyear. That's my favorite.
God,
Yeah, and then we went to Space Mountain. It was only like 40, and then we didn't go back because it was like
Did you do the cars? What's the car driving one?
Autopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we did. Yeah,
that's my favorite one. That was always my favorite one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Disneyland talk over with. But yeah.
That's
it
nice,
was a good
man.
week.
I like the
It was a
walk.
good
I like
cap
the
to the week,
walk
and we're
week.
back. Yeah. Now, fellas, we'll get to our starting five. We are working down the alphabet. So we did letter A. We all liked it. It was a fun time. So we're going to the letter B.
I'm actually really excited for B.
No, I liked it. I don't know about you guys. This one feels a little better than the letter
does.
A. I don't know. I feel
I
like
don't know. I
a
was
lot-
locked in on A. I was
Yeah,
so
No,
there's
locked
A.
in.
I
something
think
about
we all
B.
had really good lists for A, but I think there's just more options for A. I
There
don't know.
is.
I don't Who went first? I said we were going to start rotating. I don't remember what the order was. I want to say I went second. I don't remember. I'll go first. I mean,
Nah, I think we
I think we all know who I think we all know what's gonna go first. So oh,
I don't know. Jared, you
I
go
got-
first. Actually, I'd like
Really?
you to go first.
Mm,
Yeah.
uh,
Whose birthday is closer? Yours coming up.
yeah,
Tom, when's
mine's
your
probably
birthday?
the closest.
mine's a summer birthday. So
Yeah. So
yeah, it's
okay,
probably me.
there you go.
Almost.
I'll go. You go second. Jared first. You go second. I'll go third.
fine.
Well,
Sound-
all right, we'll see how this plays out.
Oh yeah,
at-
Tom's birthday's on Flag Day. That's right.
yeah.
Shout out to Flag Day.
baby.
well,
Shout out
Sheldon
to
Cooper,
Flag
man.
Day. Shout out to Flag Day.
All right. At point guard, we just talked about it. This has guided most of my life decisions, and it's hard not to put him first. This is the real GOAT. We love him. We hate him. True ambassador. Point guard. Give me basketball.
Nice.
All right.
I'm
Glad you did that. That was easily the consensus number one overall pick.
Yeah.
That's good though. But now I can really get creative. Like now I can really get in my bag. Like
All right. At the
good
two
pick, good
guard,
pick, good pick.
at the two guard, this is my splash. This is the splash hitter, splash brother, if you will. It's not brother though. I've got your buddies here.
Yeah.
Buddies,
I like that.
buddies, whatever you want to call it. Luke literally just said it. He didn't say the word buddies, but he means
Bros.
buddies. Your
The
bros.
bros, the
whatever
bronem,
it
the
is,
buddies.
I don't
Yeah,
have
like
the phone.
Muchachos.
Shoot 'em around. That's my shooting guard, Buddy Hield.
that's
You
a
know,
good.
shout out
That's
to
a
him.
that's a really good take. That's a good
I
take.
like that. Yeah, I like that.
What is it? What is it, Luke? What's the NAU quote with you and your four buddies or whatever?
Oh, we don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about it.
That's such a good one, though.
Are you protecting your four buddies behind you?
Yes,
with the ball
protect your
pressure?
four buddies at all
Protect your
costs.
four buddies. Yeah, you gotta protect your four buddies.
What the fuck?
Because your ball pressure protects your four buddies.
Okay, Jesus Christ, go.
Okay, I can really go anywhere here. I'm gonna go to my small forward. I think this is like it's obvious why I'm putting him at the small forward, and you'll see why. But I just think like in terms of versatility, in terms of like longevity, in terms of like satisfaction, I feel like this hits in so many different populations. I just feel like he can fit in a lot of different lineups. Give me the Buffalo wing at the small forward. Obviously, it's a wing. So I'm going to take Buffalo Wings at small forward. And then I'm going to take this one just so Tommy doesn't take it. At my point guard, the voice of our team, the leader, keeps the locker room buzzing, keeps the locker room happy, positive, healthy. Give me Brilliantly Dumb at my point guard. That's our guy. Bob Berger,
That's so
brilliantly
good. I didn't
dumb
think
at the point guard. I just feel like he'd be a great point guard. He's setting the stage. You know what I mean? He's
He
vocal.
always sets the stage.
He
He
sets
talks
the
about
always
the
sets the
gas
stage, man.
station.
He's
Oh
he's
my
gonna
God.
he's gonna have everyone in a positive mindset too. Like that's the one thing. Like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be in a positive mind frame because our PG is setting the stage.
No,
Give me
he's-
brilliantly dumb.
Ah, man, he's freaking
Wouldn't want to
hilarious.
see that guy in the corner. I'm sure he's knocking it down.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I like those first 2 picks. I feel good about those.
All right, tell
Okay,
me
back
let's
to
see
me.
it.
All right. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, this is just me. This is especially in basketball season. I get heavy into this, so it's my star player. I've got binging a show.
Mm,
Um,
That's
I
where you
just
good.
putting that?
finished
I like
I
that.
just finished Lost over winter break in like a month.
Oh,
Crazy.
That's
God.
impressive. That's an
Yeah.
impressive run. Where
Great.
what position you putting this at?
Small forward. Small
Talk
forward.
about taking a nosedive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
Shows.
binging, but in parentheses, I'm gonna put TV
Not-
just so people
not
don't
food.
take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
or anything else.
You never know. You never know. Yeah.
There is binging disorder is a disorder. Like you know what I mean. We don't need to. You know.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
This is man. I want to shout out Luke for letting me go first, man. This has worked out really, really well.
I
I'm
think
gonna
we're all
get
pretty
both.
happy so far.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get these big picks off. So I guess it doesn't matter which one I go first, because they're gonna be on my team, and I'm really happy they're on my team. So I'll go. I'll shore up my backcourt here. This is my shooting guard. This is how I score. This is the best feeling, just like hitting like a 40-footer. Like this feels like hitting a 40-footer every single time. It doesn't happen that often for people like me, but when it does,
I know
it's
you're doing.
electric. Birdies, give me
Yep.
Yeah.
birdies.
It's
Yeah.
on my lineup. We'll make it audible. But yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
birdies. Okay, now at center, I put this player at center because they're just massive and they're wide ranging, and they just do a lot of good stuff. They can take up space, right? They can block shots. They can get in there and mix it up with some tough play. Give me beaches.
Really?
At the
Okay.
center. Yeah, love a good beach.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
I see beaches at your center, and I raise you barbecues.
Nice.
I raise you the old BBQ.
Like the
Family
actual physical
function.
barbecue, or like
No,
the
Yeah,
no,
because
no.
we know something's on Jared's list.
Not the
Like, this is-
barbecue sauce, if that's where you're going. The
Like
barbecue,
we can play defense, and I can take you right now. Like
tailgate, barbecue.
No, I
Let's
mean
go play-
like the actual physical barbecue, or just the
Yeah, what's
idea
the
of
grill?
barbecuing.
The idea of barbecuing.
Oh, okay,
all
okay.
right,
Like
all right,
barbecues
yeah.
in parentheses menu
So you got
Yeah,
buddies
barbecuing.
and you got barbecue together
and
Woo!
binging.
What?
and
That-
binging.
That 2-5 pick and roll.
This is
lethal,
interesting.
boy.
This is interesting. This is getting pretty impressive. Okay. I'm gonna go power forward here. This is my enforcer. This is my enforcer. I think he's probably DPOY, if I had to guess, a staunch defender. A ruthless enforcer. Like, let me tell you, we have the goofy, fun, like keeps the energy light in our point guard. This guy's our dark side. So give me Batman at my power forward.
I didn't know where you were going.
Like, I just think like the way he holds down Gotham City, I think he can, anchor our defense as the power forward. And I'm gonna go to
Really-
center here.
Really good athlete.
Yeah, really. Not a good negotiator, but a good athlete.
No, not terrible negotiator.
I'm gonna go to center here, and again, this is a defensive pick, so Tommy doesn't take it. This is a center because strength in numbers for sure. Every single one of this group is an amazing person, and they've had a lot of influence on my life, especially over the past 5-6 years. And they've gifted me one of my closest friends. So give me the Ball family at the center. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this guy
Okay.
got his foot amputated. Think that's real?
No, I'm talking about the Tommy Ball family. What is wrong with you?
Come on,
LeVar
Trey.
Ball.
I'm not here. I'm not doing the big baller brand.
My
dude.
family before I could take him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's what I said.
Damn, that's
Nice.
But yeah,
weird. Shout
we're
out
like
not
to
having a
Jay.
podcast without the Ball family too. So
Yeah,
like, I just feel
facts.
like that's an anchor. That's an anchor
Hey,
right there at our
hey,
center.
Tom, can I tell you, Tom,
Now
there's
Jared
no,
and I should feel bad for not taking the Avdos and letter A. That sucks.
no, I don't feel bad.
No, we probably didn't deserve it.
No, didn't.
What's up, Jay?
Not the
What's up?
Avdos as a whole. Dude, this guy, hey, I hope he listens to this. Dr. A was throwing some mad shade today. Throwing
At
some
who?
mad shade at me,
you?
to my wife.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Doc keeps it real, man. He
No,
I
always
mean,
he
has.
yeah,
doesn't.
Jared and Doc just shared a plane flight together. So like, you know what
This
I mean? Like-
guy's just like, you can only imagine what this guy was doing.
Shout out to Doc.
Tom, there's,
Yeah,
Tom,
shout out to the
there's
Ball
just no,
family.
there's just
Oh, go
no
ahead.
way that Jim was at the Oak Ridge Folsom game last week, was there?
Was he?
No, I'm asking you because I
Oh,
could have
no.
sworn that I saw him, but I didn't like bother to investigate.
I mean, I'll ask him.
There's
I don't
no
know
way
his
he was there.
whereabouts. I don't know of his whereabouts last. He does make his way to El Dorado Hills every now and then. So it wouldn't like,
Interesting.
it wouldn't shock me.
Right.
But I doubt it. No. You know what? He was just moving in. He
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I had a double take. Anyways,
It's
go
fine.
ahead, Luke. Sorry.
No, I mean
No,
that's
it's
okay,
a
that's
back to
me.
Tom. Yeah.
that's my center
All right,
Ball family anchor.
We'll go. All right, because Luke has Batman at the 4, so we'll
Yeah.
match Batman here. This guy might not be as physical, but he's wiry. Maybe he'll get a couple block shots on him. I do love the stretch 4. Maybe step out. Bring Batman out of the paint, get him out of there because Batman's probably got that locked down. Let's go Bugs Bunny here at the 4. Bugs
Good
Bunny.
one. Guy can hoop too. He's proven it.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
He's shown it.
Luke's
Shown on
favorite
a big
movie.
stage. Yeah. Shout out to the original Space Jam, not that second bogus one.
Yeah, by your boy. Okay, so at small forward, this is what everybody's been waiting for. This guy is
Okay.
my most dynamic player, most athletic player. He gets the job done on so many levels. He's just like he's an unstoppable force. It doesn't matter if you have chicken, steak, buffalo wings, but you got to give me the barbecue sauce at the small forward.
I got to witness an in-person Jared Waters barbecue sauce review this past week, so that was impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what this guy Luke chose? He chose some honey mustard.
No, it was Carolina Gold barbecue.
That's not real barbecue sauce. That's just mustard.
No, it's
He
mustard.
said honey
and
mustard, and
barbecue.
it was just not honey mustard.
It literally it was actually barbecue sauce.
That
just my
has
preference.
mustard in it.
Yeah, that's
That's
why
funny.
I like
Yeah.
that, and it's fine.
Yeah,
We all have our
that's-
preferences.
Really
ASS.
funny, actually.
Disappointing
Take your power
barbecue
forward,
spot.
man.
Yeah, I was disappointing. Barbecue spot didn't have good barbecue sauce, but it's all good.
The
It was
gold
good
one
food. The food was good.
The gold barbecue sauce was good.
Probably kiss my ass. Okay, at power forward, we're gonna get existential. Holy crap! I almost couldn't say that word. This thing is something that like Luke brought up earlier in his walk with me segment. This is something a player that you need on every team because basketball does have this in every form and version, even of its purest form. So give me beauty overall. Beauty. You got to see the beauty in things. You got to see things for what they are. So beauty,
Great
I
pick.
think, is like a
Not just like you don't even want just like beauty in general,
beauty, like physical beauty.
but
Could
like,
be like
okay, I was gonna say, but you went straight to the basketball joint, like when
no,
you
I
know.
just tried to connect it all together because we've been talking a lot of
Yeah.
basketball, and it's a B. Like B is our starting
That's a
five.
good pick, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Sure. No, it's a great pick.
Yeah.
It's a great pick. I
Yeah,
was just
like
wondering,
physical beauty, like
Yeah, just beauty in
emotional
general.
beauty. Yeah, even like
Yeah.
like a field of beautiful wildflowers.
There you go.
There it is.
Beauty
Leave
is
it
in the
there.
eye of the beholder. That's what
Nice.
they say
Boom.
at least.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll go existential here as well for my point guard. It's not often the point guard gets to the last pick for me, but this is the way the cards fell. The point guard's got to be level-headed, right? And no better description of level-headedness than balance. You need
Oh, I
balance.
like that. I
the
like
point
that,
guard.
Tom. That's really nice.
Thank you.
That's very
And-
true too. You do have to have a point guard that's balanced because
That's
Yeah.
fire, actually.
yeah. If you have some unbalanced point guards, which we've seen, turns into a real ugly game.
Yeah.
Oh, good game.
Probably gonna take less
Um,
shots than the other team.
Yeah, facts. All right, that's a good pick. Okay, my shooting guard. I'm glad this one didn't get taken. I kind of leaked it a little bit when I was talking about Disneyland, but I was a big fan of this guy growing up, and he's continued to be like one of my favorite Disney characters. Give me Buzz Lightyear at my shooting guard. The guy's a
Buzz.
scorer. The guy's a scorer. He plays his like
He's a
literally
good leader. Great
out
leader.
the box. Out the box, he's just
Firing.
already on star command.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he already
Yeah.
knows what he's doing. Funny story about
Buzz has a moxie about him.
yeah,
Got a
literally.
moxie.
Like I think he's a lead by example guy too. You know what I mean? Like people see him in line and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta be in
He
line.
also could be a Dylan Brooks type crash out though as well.
For
That's fine,
sure.
dude.
And Buzz
And
isn't the
he's-
smartest either. So like you're not gonna
No,
look to
but we
Buzz
got
for
smart.
free
Like
games.
Batman's got to be one of the smartest
Yes.
superheroes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
and
that's
the
true.
ball family.
Definitely
And the
Buzz
ball
is
family.
definitely a lead by example guy.
Yeah.
Quick Buzz Lightyear
Dylan
story.
Brooks.
So when I was a kid, like I said, I was a huge Buzz Lightyear fan, and my parents used to make fun of me because I guess when I ran, I thought I was like Buzz Lightyear, and I would like run in slow motion and be like a doosh, doosh. And my parents were like,
Okay.
"Yo, run faster!" But I would like. So yeah,
That's really good.
That's where the Buzz Lightyear fandom came from. Now walk on.
Luke thought he
I'm
was
so-
in a movie scene.
Wait,
Yeah,
did you ever? Were you ever Buzz Lightyear for Halloween? You were an iPod
Yeah.
one time, but
No,
not
I was
Buzz.
Buzz Lightyear when I was a kid. I want
Oh.
probably when I was young, and then I think I had a Buzz Lightyear party like when I was super young. But
That's
yeah.
crazy. You're so young that the original Toy Story wasn't even out. Like you weren't born yet.
Wow.
96.
Yeah, I was
96.
gonna say, but I mean, 98. So like, it was probably still in its
Yeah.
prime when I came out.
Well,
like, you know,
number 2 came out in 99.
when I was
so-
drafted, like, it was in its prime still. You know.
Mm.
Walk on. Surprised to see him get taken, but this is like a
Go.
make or break walk on. This is a make or break walk on that like literally if it's bad, it can ruin the whole team. If it's great, it can make a championship team. I'm gonna take a bet. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if you
Okay.
have a bad bed, bad sleep is gonna correlate to the worst incoming day. If you have a great day of sleep or great night of sleep, you know, you're already setting yourself up for success. And that's all reliant on the bed. So give me the bed.
Not bad at that.
Great
And it
pick.
can go under the radar. You might not think about it. You know what I mean? Until
Yeah.
it's either really
Yeah,
good or
it's a
really
great
bad.
pick.
You know what? I want to make another point about that. We talked about college basketball and we're talking about beds. That's where like picking the right hotel is such a critical thing for the
Key.
ops guy.
Key.
It's like a
'Cause you could
commodity
get-
that, like, if you oversee it, it's bad.
Yeah, like there's some like bad beds out there in some hotel rooms.
Shout out
And I
to the
wake up-
Davenport in Spokane. It's a great bed. It's a
Oh.
great bed.
I remember I just wake up and my back would be killing. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, this is terrible.
Yeah. Bad hotel bed is
I
a
think
recipe.
that's when I started sleep. When I was like maybe like maybe like high school. I started like doing more travel stuff. Like I started sleeping on my side all the time.
Yeah, I'm a
Just
side guy.
Yeah.
I'm a side guy with a bunch of pillows to keep me in the same position,
Back
or else I
guy.
wake up
Been
in a
back
bad.
guy as of
See,
late.
yeah, if you have a
Side
bad
guy.
bed, then you're cooked.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. Oh, for a back sleeper.
Yeah, if you sleep on your
Yeah,
back,
'cause then you're like-
or you
I
have the
try
heart.
to make stomach work, but it just doesn't.
No,
go.
Ugh,
that's
I
worse.
hate
That's Amanda.
that's painful. All right, Tom, walk on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited for this walk-on pick. Luke, you're gonna absolutely see the vision here. Jared,
Yep.
I think you
I
should.
might
but-
not.
No, Jared, I think you should, but maybe you won't. I don't know. This guy, it's a person. He's hilarious. You know, he's gonna keep the vibes high, but he's also a mastermind. He's a mastermind off the bench, and we need that. He's the creator of the best show on television right now. Give me Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. Yeah, I
Ben
like that.
Stiller as my
He came to
Oh,
my
I-
tryouts. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I
Man,
guess I gotta get my
Listen,
Apple TV. free
It's Severance
trial.
Day tomorrow,
Severance.
baby.
it's Severance Eve, baby. Severance is the best show out.
It's on Thursdays. It comes out on Thursdays.
Thursday nights.
Yeah, and it hits at like 8 o'clock. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. Oh, it'll be like 10 for me. God, it sucks.
Yeah, I get to play my game and then watch Severance.
That's
great.
fire.
I'm just so annoyed that Luke is so invested in this when there's so many
Jared,
shows. he could
you're
be in.
like whenever you
Yeah, but it's
watch it,
also
you're gonna
because like
love
it's
it,
going
man.
on right now. I feel like that's why I'm
I know. I
invested.
remember that feeling when Entourage was still going. That's
Dude,
how I
that's
felt.
that's also, you know how like you say Ozark and Sopranos. Like I said, I'll watch those. Entourage is also on the. I'll watch that one because I want to watch that one
Entourage.
too.
So good. So good. And 30-minute episodes, like you just can't.
You
argue
can
with that.
blaze through them. Yeah, I might get
Yeah.
that ready for this Mexico City trip. All right, what do you got,
Yeah.
Jared, for walk on?
More existentialism.
Oh, nice.
I think this is the number one. I'm not gonna give it some big, grand explanation. I think this is the number one thing that you need to be successful in anything, sports, outside of sports, parenting, like relationships. This is the one, and it's the one thing that people don't really give it enough credit. But the ones that can do it are the ones that you do see that are successful, and it's just belief. You gotta
Nice.
believe, man. You gotta
Yep.
have belief in yourself and what you're doing and who you're doing it for. But like you gotta have belief. And the people that make shit happen in this world, they have a lot of belief.
Thanks. Confidence is a scary drug.
Yeah.
All right,
one.
Jared. Jared's got point guard basketball, shooting guard birdies, small forward barbecue sauce, power forward beauty, center beaches, walk on belief. I have brilliantly dumb at my point guard, Buzz Lightyear at shooting guard, Buffalo Wings at the small forward, Batman at the power forward, the Ball family at the center, and bed at my walk on. Tom's got balance at the point guard, shooting guard buddies, small forward binging TV, power forward Bugs Bunny, center barbecues the venue, walk on Ben Stiller.
Crazy
it.
list.
I
Like
think
that.
I mean we did well. We did really well.
A lot of variety.
I think
Yeah.
breakfast going undrafted is a little scary.
I just don't
Yeah.
eat breakfast that often.
Me
to be
too.
Honest.
That's-
yeah.
that's-
So
yeah.
like that's the thing. I love me
breakfast
a
is usually
good
like a
brunch.
banana.
I
You
love
know what
me
I
a
mean?
good
Like-
brunch and a good breakfast and
Yeah,
like
I'm
Belgian
a
waffle.
banana guy. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just it just didn't fit in my lineup the way I wanted to. And then bread. I'm a big bread fan. I'm surprised. I almost took bread,
Bread.
but I had to leave off the
Yeah.
list. But yeah, those were my undrafteds. But yeah, good list, fellas. Good list, fellas.
Yeah, I like it. There's beauty in the struggle though.
Mm.
And birdies don't grow on branches.
They don't.
So I'm gonna grind out 50 chips a night and let my daily scorecard shine bright.
Bright.
Mm.
Boom. Existentialism. Episode 130. Dang, we've been doing this thing a while. Shout out to the listeners, man. We appreciate you all. As always, these are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.